so the key here with the H1N1 is the virus is transmitted through mucous membranes. So that would be nose and mouth, other ones too, but these are the two key. It's transported by droplets. So if somebody coughs, that's just been in the air and that's what gets to you. And then it gets into your mucous membranes. That is the first line of defense in the body, the sinuses or the mucous membranes, so that it traps it. That's why we have nose hairs, so that it traps the viruses. So one of the key is to wash them. That's not standard protocol in most people's lives. However, gargling with salt water.
So you're saying maybe blow your nose even though you don't have a cold. You might just want to blow your nose to clear yourself.
You might want to blow your nose to clear it. You might want to do a salt water wash in your nose every now and then to clean it out, and you will be stunned with what comes out.
What about Purell?
Purell, well, that'll be the next thing. And then don't forget the salt water rinses morning and night. Good teeth hygiene is great. Don't forget to brush your tongue, because that's all part of the buccal, the mouth. So these mucous membranes need to be well taken care of, and the oils that we eat, whether it be olive oil, sesame oil, walnut oil, whether it be fish, whether it be anything that avocados, anything that's oil-based that supports our natural oils in our body will actually help protect our bodies. So we were talking about Purell.
Yeah.
That also fits in with the hand. So don't cough into your hand, cough into your elbow. And then you can actually shake hands. Watch where you put your hands. Now we got door handles. I mean, I don't know how many people do this, but I mean, I'm not interested in putting my hand in everybody else where they've touched the door handle. So I actually use my coat or my sweater or whatever when I'm opening a door. Okay, or I'm pushing on a door.
But
do I really need to touch where the last 100,000 people have touched?
I understand that, but now...
I'm not taking it too far. It's something that's naturally already a part of something I do in my world.
You do, okay. But if anyone else doesn't do that, but you've talked, I think you told me before the show started, that you wear gloves sometimes.
Right.
And instead of taking your gloves off in the car, you keep them on a little bit longer.
Right. So if I'm going to go grocery shopping, I'll wear my gloves, whether they be leather gloves or whatever, because the car wheel is cold, or it's cold in the morning or night. I'll just keep them on and go do my grocery shopping with my gloves. It's not that I'm paranoid. I'm just saying, why would I overexpose my body anyways? I'm already washing my hands all day long.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm going to give to people.
Yeah.
It's more what I'm going to be receiving at this point. So I get to choose my awareness. And it's you know, all you have to do is go into somebody's house where they're sick.
Yeah. And then how you start to feel at that point.
Exactly.
What's interesting is that I notice a lot of people, when they get concerned about catching something, they stay in.
Right.
Now, what do you have to say about people staying in? Because now you're just living in your own air the entire time. What could people be doing to quality of life themselves here?
Exactly. Well, that's the other thing. You know, we're lucky we live in a colder climate, which actually means that going outside and getting fresh air is actually something that's going to purify our bodies. It's going to clean out the lungs, clean out the sinuses, especially if we actually get to work up a little bit of a sweat or speed up the pace a bit.
So you're saying on a cold night, when I'm interested...
Well, not a cold night, but I'm saying a colder climate as opposed to, you know, the tropics.
Okay.
Where everything is already moist.
Yes. Okay,
so we can go out and your body can actually breathe some of the cold air, which cleans the system up. I'm not saying go out because it's cold. I mean, make sure you dress accordingly, you know. A scarf, a hat, cover your ears. If gloves is cold enough for a glove, make sure you have a jacket. You know, I was thinking about a teenager who said the other day, I'm not wearing a coat, I'm fighting the winter, the coming.
Yeah.
I looked at her and said, but if you get sick, everybody around you in school is going to get sick. If that's, you know, okay, well, I'll wear a coat from now on. So it's not to forget that you still have the basic good hygiene, not only cleaning hands, but also taking care of yourself. So going out, doing some movement. You know, some of us call it exercise, but the moment you say exercise, you're thinking of a gym. I'm not thinking of a gym.
But you're asking us to consider this fresh air and movement as a way to make sure our bodies can be rested, to make sure dissipate the tension. You're saying it's a way for our bodies to exchange its air and keep everything
get some
healthy.
Clean air. I mean, sometimes it's good to get. They used to say, open up the window, bring in some of the fresh air. That was one of the key ways they healed in TB.
Hydroelectric will like you for that suggestion. But it is true. I mean, you listen to all the people that were raised in the time of war. You know, their houses they opened the windows every day.
Right.
They changed the air in their house every day.
Right.
So you're
well,
saying
and if you're not going to only do that, you can also do movement. I mean, just doing a little movement every day. How many of us haven't actually exercised, right? It's 2 months since I last exercised. Okay, well, you're not likely to go to the gym. People are probably going to go a little less. Don't mean to say that to frighten people, but so what if you could do some movement at home? What if you put some music on and dance? What if you do some Tai Chi? What if you know a few yoga poses or sun salutation? What if you do some basic stretches or calisthenics? You know, jumping jacks still goes a far way. Just something that builds up the heart rate so the body actually cleans out.
So is that how it relates to, like we're talking about rest and exercise, it relates to immune system because it boosts the immune system?
Correct. It boosts the immune system to get rid of the tension.
Okay.
So some people it's exercise or movement that gets rid of their tension. Sometimes it's overeating that gets rid of the tension. So, I didn't say to eat to get rid of the tension.
Yeah.
Actually, overeating is causing tension.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it's sleeping would actually relieve some of the tension. Some people it's a hot bath.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's a cold shower. I mean, everybody has what they require. It's about asking the question to you. What do you need? What works for you and your body to feel more healthy? And we all know, I mean, if you took 3 things that you wanted to change in life, maybe I want to eat less sugar, maybe I'll drop the 4 coffees to 1 coffee a day, maybe if I'm smoking 20 cigarettes, I'll go to 10 cigarettes, maybe I'll take a walk 3 times a week, maybe 2-3 blocks. You know, maybe I'll do 20 sit-ups and 5 push-ups. I can't do 1 push-up? Okay, great. Start with the wall push-ups and move on and build on what you already have as opposed to assuming you've got to be able to do a big protocol.
It seems like you're asking me to be healthy.
Yeah, I guess I'm asking you. I'm calling it a bilan de santé.